anything, bring it down. Sunshine will always come around. Stay strong, move on. Have such a beautiful soul. Let your energy radiate.
Hello, beautiful women.
You're beautiful. Gotta keep your head up. Never let anything bring you down. The sunshine will always come around. Stay strong, move on.
Say hello if you are joining me live.
Let your energy radiate.
I'm hoping these comments are going to reveal themselves. Otherwise, I'm going to put my phone next to the computer. I can see 3 beautiful women on with me live. Can you please let me know in the comments if you can hear me clearly?
Darling, you can make it through the stormy weather. Darling, darling, please don't ever give up.
Okay, so I can see it on the phone, but not on the computer. Hi, Annabelle. That's okay. We can be adaptable. Just going to take a moment to ground my energy. And to come into full presence with you today. Hi, Nancy. If you haven't heard this album before, this is by Beautiful Chorus. They are an affirmative group that sing affirmations, and the coding inside their sound is just divine. So as we give a couple of minutes and allow anybody that is still to come to arrive, I would like to welcome you to day 5 of the Sacred Rebel Summit. I am Erin Francis, and I am a feminine embodiment activator and a reclamation expert. I am a lover, and I am a mama of 2. I am a writer, a light worker, a new earth entrepreneur, and a business creatrix. Within my enterprises, I bring through powerful pieces to support all women wherever they're at in their reclamation journey. I would love to know where everybody is streaming in from today. Where are you in the world? We are so fortunate here with Inside the Summit that we have an international community. So please pop into the comments where you are tuning in from today. Hi Donna. Hi Tash. Tash is in Mollymook in New South Wales. Thank you, beautiful woman. I hope it is bright and sunny there today. Started off here in the Sunshine Coast, very overcast, and it definitely brought a chill in the air. Daisy's coming from Sydney. Hi, Daisy. Central Coast, Sydney, Australia. Thank you, Donna. Wollongong, fabulous Nancy. Thank you for being here with us. What a gift to be amongst an international group of women, live in their magic and sharing with many. It's really, really special. I'm so honored to be here. As I mentioned, I am streaming in from the Sunshine Coast in Queensland, Australia today. I am here to share with you my sacred disruption and transmission during this powerful time on the planet. Hi Amanda, tuning in from the Gold Coast. Welcome, beauty. Today, I will leave you with all the permission you need to take your next best steps in your transformational journey. All the work that we are here to bring through to you over these 10 days has the opportunity and possibility to transform pieces of your life, should you choose to receive. As women, we have become so disconnected from our primordial way of being and our authentic feminine expression. This has led us to lose sight of our creative capacity and to truly manifest all we desire in this life. Creation is our birthright and is ours to claim. Throughout time and space, we have been led to believe that we must give of ourselves freely as women, that our role is to put others before ourselves, and that taking time for ourselves is selfish. If we are not full, if our needs as women are not met, then it's no wonder in our society that we have lost touch with our creative energy, that we feel overwhelmed, and we feel separation. Never feeling like we're doing enough, feeling the weight of guilt and comparison, pushing through the pain and suffering, and not receiving what we truly desire. Hi, Hayley. Thank you for being here, my darling. This is the conditioning. This is the construct speaking. And they have kept us stuck for far too long. These structures are responsible for the disconnect and the majority of our mental health issues as a society. It is now our time and our responsibility to dissolve these illusions and evolve to find freedom and flow in our existence and our feminine expression. Let this masterclass today be your permission. I am here in this life to be your permission, and it's why I choose to take a stand for women as a sacred disruptor. Woo. I am here to be a pillar of authentic feminine expression for you. I am here to clear the cycles of the past and heal lineage for all. I am here to collectively transform pain and suffering into pleasure and creation. And with my work, I take women from survival to thrival, from feminine repression to authentic expression. What a gift. I started doing this work through transforming my own past cycles of unhealthy relationships and abuse, childhood trauma, and complete disconnect from my divine feminine essence, which I speak about in my chapter inside Sacred Rebel. Thank you, Hayley. I love you. If you are in this space today with me and you can relate to the disconnect, if you have experienced things in your life that have disconnected you from your most authentic expression and who you are really here to be, I would love to feel you here with me today. Does this resonate? Can you feel those cycles of the past that have continued to recycle through our society? These past cycles feel so heavy, and they don't actually have to continue. We get to make a choice in this life and in this time and space to create the change that connects us back into our heart space, back to operating from here rather than here, back into the feminine opposed to the masculine way of being. Walking with women through sacred feminine embodiment, through sacred cycles, through womb awakening in-person events, and one-on-one healing transmissions is how I create that shift. My work is my contribution to humanity and to sacred disruption. Annabelle saying trauma, confusion of what is said and what is done, lack of support and neglect after abuse. I see you, beauty. And the power of sharing our story and our words and our example of what's possible is what contributes to that shift, and other women knowing that there are pathways back home to self. Today I'm here to share with you a womb transmission and activation into the ancient teachings of the sacred cycles. This is designed to awaken a remembrance within you today. These teachings are womb medicine and support us to unlock our creative energy through our cycle. But before I begin, I believe in sovereignty and powerful choices. And I would love to ask your permission to bring through this transmission today. Please just pop in the comments or share with the love hearts that you are open to receive everything that is here for you with an open heart. Thank you, beautiful women. Hi, Catherine. Hello, my darling. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for your permission. Thank you, Hayley. Thank you for your openness. If you haven't already, I invite you now to create a safe space. Thank you, Donna. Undisturbed, where you could possibly close the door and switch off anything that is going to distract you from being fully present with yourself during this process. What I desire you to feel and to experience today is full permission to honor yourself and all that you move through during your cycle, so that you can tap into your full potential and your creative life force energy. Your womb energy is the deep, foundational, feminine center where you experience your physical grounding, your intuition, your sacred boundaries, and deep pleasure. Womb energy is vitally important for all women, and all women can tap into this energy, whether you have had children or not, whether you are fertile or postmenopausal, or even if you have had your womb partially or wholly removed. If you identify as a woman, this is for you. Thank you, Catherine. Definitely come back and watch the replay so you can drop into this space uninterrupted. So now we are going to drop into our body. I would invite you to get comfy in your seat bones. Give your hips a little movement, releasing any stuck energy from your sleep last night or your morning today. Just to open your vessel to receive this womb transmission. Let's put some sound on here. As we settle into this moment, into your body and into this space, I invite you to close down your eyes and take a couple of deep cleansing breaths. Hi, Beck. Yes, definitely come back for the replay, darling. The deeper you drop into your body, using sound to exhale any stagnant energy and create space for you to receive here today. In your mind's eye, I invite you to look up into the sky and deep into the cosmic womb. From the cosmic womb, you see a bright light floating towards you. This light is a seed of creation and has been calling you to seek. This bright light makes its way down from the sky, past the stars and the planets, through the 5 layers of the atmosphere. It makes its way down into your crown and penetrates through each energy center one by one. through your third eye and your throat, through your heart and solar plexus, and finally landing in your womb. You witness this seed crack open and small purple shoots emerge from the seed. These purple shoots flow out through your root chakra, through the opening of your yoni, and into the earth. You feel these shoots turn into roots and anchor beneath you in the ground. Slowly, these roots begin to travel deeper into the soil, down through the dirt and into the earth's crust, through the mantle and all the way to the core. Deep into the womb of Gaia. Here, these roots tap into the earth's ancient wisdom. This wisdom that activates a deep remembrance within you. Activating this remembrance in your cells and your DNA now. Connecting to the divine feminine flow and creative force of the earth. Feel this connection and allow this energy to begin to ascend upwards to reconnect you with the cosmic womb. This womb that surrounds the planet and connects us to each other, allowing it to bless us on this journey with light, knowing that you are connected to Mother Earth and Father Universe. Knowing you can release to the earth, and the earth is always there ready to transmute and to transform any unwanted energy and dissipate it into unconditional love. As you allow this sound frequency to continue to vibrate through your entire being, and integrate. I invite you to slowly bring your awareness back into the present moment and with me. Dropping you into that activation of the ancient feminine. Feeling my body open and soften. I would love to know if there were any sensations, what was alive for you. Did you receive any vision? Where did you go when I led you through that activation? Sound and frequency are magic. The frequency of my voice and the sound of the instruments, the sound bowl and my womb drum, my medicine drum, allow us to journey through time and space and connect deeply with our higher self. If you feel there's anything that you wish to be seen or acknowledged from that journey, please pop it in the comments. Please allow us to see and to feel and to receive what is alive for you. As you sit here today, whether you are on the live or on the replay, I would like you to imagine, envision that we are sitting side by side, knee to knee, sitting as sisters in circle, receiving this ancient wisdom. In ancient times, we would come together as women under the new moon. As our energy turned inward, we would collectively bleed and release from our womb anything that was no longer in service of us or our tribe. Deep relaxation and connection to the body, beautiful back, this beautiful, beautiful body of ours. Taking that opportunity to connect. We would give thanks for the cycle that had been and plant seeds of intention for the new cycle to come. The manifestation energy of the moon is in full support of us and our cycle to release, to let go, and to create space for the new. Haley says, as the purple roots connected into Mother Earth, a few reached out to the roots of a big fig tree in our backyard. I got a gush of energy through my chakras as the energy came back up to connect with the cosmic womb, which led me to shed tears. So beautiful, sister. Thank you for allowing yourself to go to those depths and receive all that you received. Beck saying, so deep. Love that feeling now that I've had a one-on-one with you. She remembers. Beck and I had a womb awakening yesterday that she received from me and has now been able to drop so deeply into her body and into herself. I'm so grateful you're able to receive that back. I desire this for all women. In ancient times, when we would sit together in circle and bleed, we would communicate freely. We would share what's alive and all that we had moved through in the past cycle, being witnessed and held by our sisters. We would dissolve the past and we would create space for the new. We deeply connected and intentionally connected, and we would celebrate all that had been. Bleeding with the new moon mirrors the natural fertility of the earth. And this is also when we used to plant our crops. While sitting in circle, or the red tent, which some of you may recognize that terminology, the red tent, where the women would take themselves away and would sit in ceremony during their bleed. This was the red tent. We would all do this. This was natural. This was innate. This is what we instinctively were called to do. While we sat in the red tent, we would bleed freely onto the earth and onto the hay beneath us. And then this hay would be used to fertilize the crops that had been planted by the men of the tribe while we were away. During this sacred time, we would fill ourselves up and give nothing of ourselves to others. We would perform ritual and would connect deeply with ourselves, our sacred blood, and our creative life force energy. We would sing and we would dance and we would express our divine feminine essence in safety. This enabled us to come from a place of overflow and fully supporting us to create and to feel whole throughout our entire cycle. We have become so disconnected from this way. When women come to work with me, they are experiencing pain, suffering, emotional overwhelm, and disconnect. These new ways of being are not in service of our full potential and all that we are here to be and to create. I stand in this work and I take a stand for women to be an example of what's possible. And I wanted to share with you today what I do during my moon cycle, during my bleed phase, to fully support myself, my body, my soul, my emotional state, my mental capacity to be at its most full, so I can continue to come from overflow in my life and in my work. And what I find when I work with women through the sacred cycles is when we dive deeper into all of our phases and we begin to embody those parts of self that are already there, we are just enlivening them, remembering, coming back to self. That when we begin to cultivate within these phases, we create more energy, more connection, more abundance, more of everything that we desire in our lives, because we have the energy and the capacity to be able to create from that space. Oh, Beck says, yes, I found sadness and confusion, but in a more powerful because of the work with me. Thank you, Beck. I've loved watching you transform your relationship with your sacred self and your femininity. I love that. So during my winter phase, my internal winter, when I bleed, I give myself full permission to go within. As the dark moon calls me in, I listen, I receive that guidance, and I give myself the space to be able to create that for myself. I create sacred space in my home where I can release and reset. I allow myself to be fully present with my body and my womb in her shedding process. I anoint myself with my sacred blood. And I drop deeper into reverence with myself and the life force energy that flows through me. I wear red to honor my blood. My children know now, not because they've seen me bleed, but because of the clothes that I'm wearing. I free bleed. I allow my body to shed in its natural way. I give my blood back to the earth in ceremony, in thanks to Mother Earth for all that she is and be for us. I give myself gentle touch and massage, nourishing my vessel, eating warm foods, because just like the winter, my temperature is low during my bleed phase, and I want warm, nourishing foods to ground me, to fill me up. I get really creative with my journaling processes. I paint and I draw. This is my time where I really love to be able to feel what's coming through me and then to create from that space, not from a business or an action space, but purely just expression. I allow any emotion that needs to be released to emerge. So often we get caught in the busy and the doing, and to come into full presence with what's alive and what we are moving through and allow that to flow through is the biggest permission piece for self-expression. I intentionally let go of all old cycles. Anything that has come up for me in the cycle that's been, I write it out, I release it, I burn it, I give it to water. I allow it to become unstuck from my being and to dissolve. I am in a process of cultivation to birth new creations. So I don't connect with clients. I don't action anything within my life or business. I simply just let myself be. I listen deeply to my intuition during this time, this restorative time, because that's what the winter is for, restoration, refill. And I honor my body in the best way I can. These rituals for me have become a part of my life and are non-negotiable for me now. You can adapt these to your lifestyle and where you are currently at in your journey with your cycle. Just know that holding space for yourself while you bleed is key to unlocking and amplifying your creative energy through your unique sacred cycle. For too long, our menstruation has been attached to shame and discomfort, not necessarily because of what's within, but how that affects other people. our raised emotions make other people uncomfortable. Even talking about blood or ritual, or the deep reverence that we have the capability of having with our blood, holds so much stigma within our society. It prevents us from deeply connecting to this delicious part of ourselves that is a part of our expression and the divine nature of a woman. Our blood holds protein and carbohydrates and stem cells and creates a nourishing home for new life. How can that carry shame? Even when I speak those words, emotion sweeps over me because the level of pain and shame the collective hold around this subject enters my being when I bring it in through a space like this. It's so big sometimes bringing this work through. But when I work with women, like Becca so beautifully shared, it transforms their relationship with self and with all those around them, creating ripples in their own lives and out into the communities that show a full acceptance and expression of our feminine selves. And I truly believe that in this time and space, this is what is being called of us as women, is to step into our divinity and our most authentic feminine expression, to be the permission for each other, to be all of us, not just parts of self. The world needs all of you. No more compartmentalizing or separating parts of self, but coming back into full unity of self and allowing all of that light to shine through. Haley's saying, stepping into creating my own business, I am creating space for my bleed into the plan, honoring myself so I can be 100% in my truth for my clients. Absolutely beautiful woman. And you being in your full truth, allowing your clients to be in their full truth also. This is the ripple. This is what we get to keep creating by being in our authentic feminine expression. By honoring all parts of self through all phases of our bleed cycle, calling back all parts of self. What a vision. What a divine vision. And is happening. I see this within my community and the communities that surround me. The more that women dive into the embodiment of self and this delicious work of the sacred cycles, what comes forth is exactly what's needed. Feeling really complete. And I hope you have received here today some really powerful pieces that you are able to adapt into your life and to receive permission for, to be more of. And depending where you're at in your journey, I would like to offer 3 pieces that will further support you on this path, this exploration. Each brings a different opportunity for you to go deeper and to walk this path. Here in the post, I have dropped a link for a womb medicine meditation. I have channeled this womb medicine meditation for the women of the world. It is deeply nourishing and clearing for your womb's energy, and the perfect next step for those who are ready to activate their own womb medicine. I am a published teacher on Insight Timer and would love for you to kindly leave a message or a comment on the meditation should you listen. The link will be, I think it's up on this post. I put it in before the live. For the women who desire to be surrounded by community and permission pieces to embody her divine feminine essence, please join the women and I as we walk through womanhood together inside our Facebook community, Sacred Feminine. I have also put the link for that in this live post. And for the woman who is ready to dive into the full potential of her expression and to create an aligned way of being through her unique sacred cycle, I will be holding a live 4-week immersion that begins on the 24th of this month. That's Thursday week. And this will be the last live cycle of this work that I will hold. I'm currently in the process of transforming this creation into a digital course to make it more accessible to women all over the world. This container will be held in sync with the full moon, as the energy from Sacred Revel has created a container that is for wisdom keepers, for the wild women, and for the medicine makers. Because the women that bleed on the full moon, this is your magic and this is what you're here to bring. And I would love to help you cultivate that energy. It's time to activate. It's really time, beautiful women. If you feel within you that you are here for something bigger, it is time to step into your medicine and your magic. The world needs you more than ever. If the Sacred Cycles is the next best step for you, please reach out to me here on Facebook and claim your space. There will only be 5 spaces available in this last cycle. Thank you to the energy in this space today, to the Sacred Rebel Summit, to being a divine light shining on the women in this space, for them to be seen in all that they are here to be and do. I'm so grateful to be a part of the Sacred Rebel publication and this summit creation. Thank you, beautiful women who have joined me here live. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for allowing yourself to receive all that is here for you today. If you are jumping on to watch the replay, if you're catching the replay, please #replay. Having acknowledgement of your energy in this space is really powerful. So I invite you to allow yourself to be seen. Please know, beautiful women, that you are never alone on this journey. Should you open to those around you and the opportunities on your path, you're on your way home. Thank you, sisters. Thank you, beautiful women in this space. I love you. Aho.